Alright, we're at the store. Well, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Destry.
Destry. Do you have any fishing tips for us on this gloomy day?
Trying to think.
Caught him off guard.
Yeah, that's it too.
Answer the phone.
Your best bet's just worms, anything like that today, because it's cloudy.
So is this, what's the name of this store?
Bayside Boat and Tackle.
Bayside Boat and Tackle.
Boat and tackle. I kept saying bait and
Bait and tackle. She called it Master Bait and Tackle. She did. So, yeah. So what do you recommend, like, areas?
Outside of Glen Edith has been really good.
Outside of Glen Edith.
Over by the Newport House by the bridge has been okay. Up by the first set of channel markers north of the bridge has been really good for perch.
Perch?
They've been doing pretty good out there all around.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do you think it's worth me trying just for, sport fishing some bass using some, maybe brighter crank colors, like slow trolling?
You could try that.
Near the shallower areas?
Your best bet for the bass is go over by Inspiration Point.
Inspiration Point.
They were doing a lot of 4 and 5 pounders there about a week ago.
Wow.
And it's, you know, catch and release at
yeah,
point.
Largemouth?
Yeah.
Usually. Where's all the smallmouth?
The smallmouth, they're a little harder to come by this year.
Yeah.
For some reason. A lot of people are having trouble finding them.
So
Between you and me, do you think a guy should be driving or her?
Who's got more experience driving?
A car or a boat?
About the same thing.
About the same thing.
He has experience. He just has his permit.
Uh-oh. So, like, yeah. Alright. What do you think about the fishing license price going up?
Some hands I agree with it. The only time I don't agree with it is the senior citizen one.
The senior citizen one?
Because they jumped it from 65 to 70.
65 to 70?
So in order to get a senior citizen's license now you have to be 70. Which unfortunately they didn't advertise it enough to where enough of the seniors came in and got it for that price when
yeah. I guess we'll get some worms.
Okay. 1 dozen, 2 dozen?
Whatever you think, Leo. I don't know.
2 dozen?
Okay.
So, like, back to the subject where, like, the veterans, like, fishing permit, like...
yeah, well, the senior citizens, what they did is...
So, wait, so does that mean if somebody was already 60, and they're, like...
If they were 65 right after October 1st, then they have to pay $29 a year until they're 70.
Wow.
If they were 65 right before the 1st of October, they could have came in and bought a lifetime license for $50 and never would have had to buy another one.
Wow.
But they didn't advertise it properly, so I've had a lot of seniors in like the last 2 weeks, and they're all like, we got to pay $30 a piece, and I'm like, unfortunately, that's...
Probably flipping out.
I'm sure they're cranky about that.
Oh, a lot of them ain't happy. That is
My
for sure.
gosh.
But then again, I can't
so
blame
what was the reason for the upping the price of the permit?
It's broke.
Say yeah, okay. Because a lot of like the way I always looked at it was like I guess it was a better way to control overfishing, but I guess I was wrong.
No, well, see, eventually it's the problem it's going to cause is you're going to get a bunch of people out there fishing without licenses.
Yeah.
Which I think they kind of look for that end of the things too because it's more money in revenue for tickets.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how much is a ticket?
It can range from $25 to $200 something bucks to if you get caught poaching without a license.
You brought your license, right?
Yeah.
Technically, they can take your boat, they can take your fishing poles, they can take the truck that pulled it.
Wow.
I mean, the DEC has more power than any other federal agency. You know, they're talking about adding a trout stamp here.
Really?
I don't know if it's ever going to go into effect, but that's what they say. Is that there's a big debate over whether they're going to put a trout stamp in play and then you'll end up paying extra to trout fish.
Extra. Yummy.
Oh yeah, well, it used to be you could fish anywhere in New York State for your New York State fishing license. Now, if you're fishing saltwater, it costs you an extra $10.
Really?
Yep. Because you got to pay for a marine permit.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you ever like get a whiff of that rumor from was it like ESPN or Bass Pro Shop? Somebody wrote something in a magazine about that there was a talk about banning fishing in the U.S. and surrounding waters? Did you get a whiff of
heard
that?
But I don't know how true it would be.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they have enough enforcement ability to enforce that. There's way too many people that fish.
There was like some a couple of YouTube videos with people that own fishing stores, and they were interviewing them, and I guess there was this whole big scare and everything like that. But
we're not really worried about it, because I mean, in honesty, the only thing I could think that the government could even do close to that would be cut down on some of the commercial fishing.
Yeah.
But there's, I mean, hundreds of millions of Americans that fish. You can't stop them all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you ticketed a few of them, you're not going to stop them from fishing. There's way too many people that do it.
Yeah. And I think it's a pretty big business market thing with like fishing equipment and stuff like that. So that would be a big downfall on.
Oh yeah, it would definitely put a lot of places like us out of business.
So, all right, it was nice talking to you.
I'll meet you guys around back at the dock.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yep.
Da 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 da. So the rates do go up when it gets more into the fishing season, right?
No, actually, it's the same price.
Same price.
Yep. We try to stay pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, even when the gas prices went up that one year, he didn't raise the price much at all.
Really? Oh, but she doesn't know. Just so she knows, which way's forward and which way's back.
I don't think that you know.
All the way forward.
And then back.
Pull it back. It's all the way back.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Just
See,
like
so like, yeah. Leo is driving a boat. What a dangerous situation. What is my mom thinking?
It's better than me driving.
Better than her driving, I guess. I don't know. It's like, yeah, but this is it's kind of cold, whatever. But she's in a blanket. She's wrapped up. But once we stop, it'll be good.
Are you cold?
All right. This is what I work with. Bright colors. I know I said I was going to use colors pertaining to. As you can see, the water is very, very, very dark. So I'm going to try to use it. Now, I'm either thinking between this here baby, I don't know what let's see. It's got the red hook in the front, silver bottom, green top, red front. It's one key lure to use. So we're going to set that right here. Okay. Now my next thought is more of a red. Maybe that would help. Now there's a choice between the what I call fat boys, you know, fat boy, or a jointed lure that's red, same scheme as the fat boy for more wiggle action, but I don't think we need that kind of action. We might want to go with something that we can move slow, so we're probably going to go with either the fat boy or that for that location. We're going to try to fish under here and see what this gets us. I don't know.
Since they're not biting.
So, yeah. We're going to get close.
Since we did catch this fish right there.
Yeah, we're going to push that. Alright. If I catch anything, I'll turn on the camera. Ta-ta. Alright. We're done with the fishing. Unfortunately, we only had one perch go at our approach that we had. And I guess it was kind of cold. It was kind of rocky, so it was kind of hard to keep the boat where we wanted it. And I guess the perch that I had a fight with, well, it wasn't really a fight. It felt like seaweed at first. And then when I brought it up, when I got to the top of the water, he was fat. He looked to be about, I don't know, like 8 to 9, maybe, I'm gonna say 8 inches. As soon as you got to the top, he kind of just did this weird maneuver and he was gone. We got little bites along the way, and wasn't really anything too much, so I think the fish are still moving slow. I was told the water was about 40 degrees, but when I put my hand in the water, it felt like mellow bath water. Like, maybe it's because our hands were really cold, and when we touched it, hands were colder than the water, so I don't know. We got skunked. We didn't catch anything. It's a video about not fishing, basically. This is the food. So I'm going to bring my spirits back up for having a fishing day.